Hello, my lovely Sagittarians. Welcome to your reading for May 2022. This is a reading for Sagittarius Sun, Rising and Moon sign. It is a general reading, my lovely Sagittarians. If you would like a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there. That would be specific to you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting on my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell. That way you will know when I'm posting new videos. If you like this video and would like to give me a thumbs up, really appreciate your support. It helps me get my channel out there, helps me to bring more of these videos to you. My lovely Sagittarians, I feel like I want to say to you that there is a time in May where you will withdraw or change your routine in some way, to recalibrate, to reorganize. You come back fresh, you come back with a different perspective, a new view of things. It's as if you need to get yourself out of a situation in order to be able to view it from a distance, view it as a third person, view it with new eyes. It's very similar to what they're giving me a comparison to is you can walk into a home or some new place and look at it with fresh eyes, and you can see what needs to be done. You can see what needs to change. As you live in that space or stay in that space the longer period of time, you don't see things as clearly. You can't really see what needs to be done. You can't see how things can be changed for the better. You become very accustomed to the way things are, and so then you don't see a lot of these flaws, I want to say. So I feel like with you, Sagittarius, it's a time of recalibration. It's a time of bringing in change. But in order for that to happen, you need to take yourself out of a situation to look at it from a different perspective or a distance. So I feel like there's a period of time that you're away from a situation in order to look at it differently. Look at it with different eyes. I'm drawing a card from the Archetypes, my Archetypes deck, to see what archetype you're working with. And what you've been given here is, oh, well, the warrior. It doesn't surprise me, the warrior. And this is a card of finding that inner strength, finding that clarity and that direction, but being confident and secure in the direction that you're traveling in, because it does bring very positive results. It's about developing your third eye. It's about developing your perception, looking at things in a different way, looking at things maybe more intuitively as well. You've also got snake. I want to say to you, you've got snake energy as well there. And the snake is, sheds its skin. It regenerates, sheds the old to bring in a new skin. So there's some sort of transformation or change coming in around you. Let's have a look at what it says here. Let me read what it says for the warrior. I like this for you. The samurai, the soldier, the advocate. We often envisage the warrior as an armoured figure with sword in hand, moving blindly toward battle. Yet the deeper aspects of this archetype bring us face to face with death itself. The warrior stands precariously at the edge of life and death, trusting the eternal to guide the sword's blade. The warrior's work requires presence, alignment, and purpose. If and when the warrior loses its centre, meaningless confrontations and violence are their default response when this card appears. It's important to question the battle at hand. It is likely a great one, with deep roots and long-standing tensions. The actions you take will stay with you long after the dust settles, so choose wisely. As you draw your sword, realign with the eternal wisdom within, then surrender to the battle. It's fierce clarity, purposeful action, resolve, and resilience. And that's what's required with you, for you in the month of May, to recalibrate, to look at things with new eyes. Look at things with a freshness. I'm going to draw a card for you from the Animals Oracle deck. Let's see what animal totem you have. Well, of course, you've got the bull, and you've also got the snake, which is, you know, steadfastness in a time of transformation. You've got the third eye, which is clarity of vision, not seeing with your eye, but with your mind's eye. Looking at things in a different way, with a different perspective. So you've already got 2 animals on your totem this month. You've also got the peregrine falcon. You've got the falcon. There's another one. The falcon soars high in the sky, looks down on its prey, has this holistic, whole perspective. It moves from the divine to you, from the divine to your intuition, your guides and spirit speaking to you. Observation. So it's the power of observation, which I'm also saying is, you know, this time away, this distance that you're creating gives you a way of looking at things in a new perspective. Take a step back, and there you go, and simply observe a situation. Listen and watch before you decide on a course of action, as acting rashly will only serve you in your current situation, will not serve you in your current situation. You are being supported by powerful forces. Do not fear. You are protected. And that is that third eye that's coming here. You know, it's about being observant, following your intuition. What's the magic that the peregrine falcon brings to you? The primary magic of the peregrine is one of protection. The energy is one of an all-seeing observer and protector on high. Work with peregrine magic when you need some powerful safeguarding or support. The other element I love about working with peregrine energy is the wise observational quality it provides. When you need to make a decision about a situation and need to have more information to do so, this animal will help you see the full view and to be patient about the gathering of intelligence. So it's about being patient with the energy that you're bringing in, with the decisions that you're making, but it's about being observant first and foremost, being observant. And I just feel like there is a removal of you out of you know, you're being lifted out of a situation that you're surrounded in, so that you can have a better view. You can see it for what it is. You can see it in a different way. I'm going to create the Celtic cross here for you, and we will see what further information we'll get, my lovely Sagittarians. Let's have a look. You know, I feel like you're going to be stood in good stead here. There are endings around you, my lovely Sagittarius. They're not endings to be feared. They are endings that are going to be good for you. You know, that can be, you know, cycles, behaviours, ways of seeing things, thinking. Can be many things, you know, things that you've just outgrown. Could be your work, your job. It's time to change. You know, what is it that's ending around you? It's coming to a close. Time to let it release. Shed that snake skin and regenerate. You've got the Page of Swords, so there's learning here. There's the beginning of something new. There's the beginning of some new learning, some learning that's helping you in your movement forward. Something is being put in motion in May for your future, for moving forward. And it's going to be, you know, you've got the Emperor here. It's going to be very, very good for you. It's going to be very beneficial. It's going to be very prosperous. It's going to be give you the results that you seek, but it's also going to give you more, I want to say power, but you're going to be in a position of So is there a promotion coming up for you? There's a promotion, or there's an increase in power, or a change in what you're doing. So it might be a shift sideways into something else, but it's going to be something that leads to something pretty grand, pretty good. It could be a move, you know, if it could be, if it's not your work, it's moving house, moving location. What changes are coming in around you, or are you wanting to put in place? They will have very good results. They will be very, very beneficial for you. That transformation is actually a very good one. It's very good. You've got the 10 of Wands here. So where there's been a struggle, or where there's been, you've been working really hard or working towards something, that's coming to an end. Things are going to start easing up for you in May. There's an easing up of something that you've been through, or you've been working on. It's coming to a close. But what you've been working on, it's all been good. So whatever you've experienced, it's all been good, because it's a stepping stone to your next stage. It's a stepping stone in the change that's coming in around you. Had you not undergone whatever it was that's happened in the past that has been a strain or difficult, or, you know, time consuming, or it hasn't been wasted, because it is moving you to where you need to be. It's something that's lifted you to that next level, that next stage. It brings in this change that's coming in around you, which I really like. You've also got the Knight of Wands, and it's about, this is about movement. It's about moving forward. It's about things happening. Something's happening in May that's been put together very, very quickly. It's happened very, very quickly, and it's about moving forward. And this is about joy. It's about passion. It's about doing something that you love, and it's just charging ahead. It's something that's happened fast and charging ahead in May. So there's something that unfolds very, very quickly for you in May, where you think you're somewhere else. Your work is, you've been promoted, or there's some change that's happening. It's like instantaneous. It's instantaneous. There's also celebrations for you in May, my lovely Sagittarians. There's some sort of celebration, whether it's a birthday, anniversary, birth of a child, engagement, wedding. There's something that or maybe just success in your career, in your work, in your study. There's celebrations coming up around you. So there's celebrations. There's a joyous time that's coming up for you in May as well. There's something to celebrate. Who's on stage? Who's doing something on stage? I feel like there's singing or something that's going on stage. It's going to be very, very good for you. So whoever that is, you know, write me a, put it in the comments, let me know. But I feel like there's great success there. There's great enjoyment there. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun. There's an easing of difficult times. It's about letting go of the past. It's an easing of the difficulties. It's an easing of the learning. So it's almost like someone's been burdened under learning or communication, or overthinking, thinking too much, overthinking things, which has been a bit of a burden here. It's time to let that go. It's time to release that. You've learned what you've learned. Take the knowledge with you, but don't take the strain of it all with you. So whatever's happened, was there a difficulty in communication with someone? Harsh words were spoken. What have you learnt about yourself from that situation? It's not what they've learned. What have you learned from a difficult situation, and how are you going to move on? How have you grown from that? That's the important thing. Don't carry the whole circumstance with you. Let it go and take with you what you've gained from particular situations as well. Oh, you've got two cards here, one hiding under the other. Okay. Life is falling into place for you. You're thinking, well, it happens to, I'm at a loss, I'm left out in the cold, it happens for everybody else and not me. Well, that's not true. That's the way you're thinking. It's really important to think positively, because you've also, what was underneath the Five of Coins was the Seven of Cups, and it's about dare to dream, dare to set goals, dare to manifest your inner desires, what you have dreamt about creating or having. Whatever it is that you've really desired to have, know that it's if you feel like it's for everybody else and not you, that's how you think. It's not reality. That's how you're thinking. That's how you're thinking. It's not real. So it's about changing your self-talk, changing how you perceive things, because there's a lot of dreams and goals that are achievable here for you. So pay attention to your self-talk, my lovely Sagittarians. You've also got the Palace of Swords here, and this is coming home to a new knowledge, new learning, success in new learning. It's going to provide security in your home life, around you, in your reality as well. A new way of, it's also going to help. There's a new way of communication that's coming up around you. So there's a new way of communicating with someone, or at work, maybe at home. There's a new way of communicating. Because then you've also got the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is you're moving on from the past. There's this transition, so there is this time of change that's coming, and you're going to embrace that change. There is this restructuring of some part of your life that you're ready to move on from. So whether that's career, whether it's home life, whether it's relationships, whether it's family, whatever it is, friendships, it could even be your behaviors, your thought patterns, your cycles. You're over with that. You're going to approach life with a new outlook, a new way of thinking, a new way of being. But there's some sort of transition that's going to see you moving onward and upward. So it's going to be very, very good for you. So I like that, my lovely Sagittarius. I'm going to draw a card from Divine Abundance now and see how your month is going to sum up. But I like the changes that are coming in. There's such positivity. So what have you got? You've got non-duality. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent in doing both. Yeah, you see. Connecting with your spiritual self, but also what are you contributing to humanity? That transforms, that energy transforms into what you are putting out into the world. So that transition is going to be really important. I like that. I like that, my lovely Sagittarians. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there that will be specific to you. Love, light, and many blessings to you. If you like this video and you'd like to give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate your support. Until next month, many blessings.